This video will be so short because there's genuinely a lot of things that I love about the game I simply can't mention without spoilers. So if my full review takes long enough, it'll be next month's video. And I wouldn't even be surprised if it is, since I have a lot to say. So let's get into it. Also, if you didn't notice yet, yes, the image I'm using did change. I did follow up on my promise this time. This one not only looks better, but it more accurately represents me. Let's go back to the video. Okay, this is really easy to talk about without spoilers. Steel Wool cooked hard with the horror. Sure, the beginning wasn't really that scary, but as the game went on, it only got progressively scarier to the point where these jump scares actually made me flinch. Hell, this one time I actually jumped. I don't remember where, but holy fuck. When the VR mode for this game comes out, boy will help 1-on-1 have competition. If you're purely looking for horror when playing a FNAF game, I highly recommend this game. 10 out of 10. Scarier as it went on, and a real spooky time. Can we just talk about that one time Markiplier pulled out the song? This man's a comedic genius. Anyway, back to Jackie. She was amazing when she appeared. The stakes were so high. And I still got so disappointed because, well, let's just say there was no reason to make her this game's mascot with the role she played in this game. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, but she isn't in this game a lot. She was just barely in it. I was so excited to see her and was waiting till the next time she appeared. Oh no. While I was really disappointed with her very small role considering how they've been hyping her up, her part was still fantastic. Oh no, don't you...
Say that again?
Without the context of the marketing, 10 out of 10. With it though, it knocks it down to a 9 out of 10. Stop overhyping characters in horror games that barely appear in it. Now this exceeded my expectations. This dude was terrifying and he did actually appear twice, and that second time was actually surprising and scary at the same time. Oh, and by the way, this guy's name is actually Big Top, which, I mean, yeah, but why single him out? Overall, 10 out of 10. Same deal. I didn't expect her to be incorporated the way she was though, especially that last part of her section. Believe me, I so badly want to talk about spoilers, but I also don't want to ruin this for people who haven't finished the game yet, or played it. 9 out of 10. Oh, I'm so sorry Edwin and David for memeing on you guys so hard. Yeah, this game really made me feel so bad for these two, especially when a new, never seen before character got introduced in the story. Man, this story is so sad. I'm gonna be honest when I say this, the characterization of Edwin as a father was handled so much better than Williams as a father. At least in the games. Obviously, we practically know nothing about William as a dad. Did he love his kids? Was he abusive towards them? The only bits and pieces of him we do know about is his attitude towards Elizabeth, which yeah, he clearly didn't give two shits about. But as for Dave and Michael, we can really only theorize. Here with Edwin, we get full details of him as a father. Again, I so badly want to spoil the absolute shit out of this game, but it just came out. Overall, probably the best story we've ever gotten since FNAF 6. 11 out of 10. It's FNAF. Only music-related characters are gonna have memorable songs. But there is a noteworthy song that does appear in the game. So remember that first ever Sodom teaser released during FNAF's 10th anniversary week last year? Yeah, that song actually appears in the game. I don't remember when exactly, but it actually isn't anything significant. Big Top's theme is creepy though, and I like it. Glad Steel Wool moved back to creepy music instead of fire songs like they did in Security Breach. Do I hate Security Breach as much as everyone else does? No, not even close. It's an alright game, but it's just nice to see they're moving back to the old use of music of the franchise, which makes perfect sense since this is chronologically the first ever game in the series. It makes sense they're moving back to some old roots. Exactly like what they're doing with the new Fantastic Four movie. God, I love it when studios do these types of things. 7 out of 10. It's solid. The gameplay in this game can be described as what Security Breach should have been. Steelwall has clearly been taking some criticism of the previous game's gameplay, and I applaud them for that. Keep up the good work, Steelwall. This will be so beneficial for you. I am so thankful for the lack of stamina. I feel like the stamina system made the mimic chase at the end of Ruin a bit lackluster since it basically forced Steelbolt to make the mimic slower so that the player doesn't die when they run out of stamina or recharge it right before running out. The lack of stamina system really made these chases so much better now that the animatronics are so much faster, making them more intense and scary. Overall, no stamina bar benefits everyone in a FNAF game. Gregory and Cassie, take notes from Arnold. 8.5 out of 10 gameplay. Oh yeah, Arnold. Yeah, it turns out our protagonist isn't that important. It's not Henry like we theorized, but just some random Fazbear employee, and honestly, that's for the better. It serves as a reminder not everything needs to be connected. Sure, Fredbear's is connected since it is canonically the first FNAF game, and it is connected in a way I would never guessed in a million years. Yeah, holy shit, the plot twists in this game are so fucking crazy. I wish I could talk about them. But Henry is not one of those connections. Well, I mean, for those who have seen the secret endings, he is somewhat connected to the story, but overall, not really. As for Arnold himself, I like him. We're finally going back to an adult FNAF protagonist. I liked Gregory and Cassie, but I always find it so hard to care about child characters, and Gregory and Cassie aren't the exceptions. While Arnold isn't characterized like at all, he's still likable. Just some minimum wage Fazbear employee just trying to make a living, and it's just so unfortunate he out of all people have been given this job. 6 out of 10 character. Likeable, but not anything special. All I gotta say is, wow, the Secret the Mimic was not what I was expecting. So remember that Secret the Mimic update for Help Wanted 2 when Mexis was in the back of the van? Well, they didn't show it without any reason. Just keep that in mind. Just wow, 10 out of 10. I averaged out my points to be 8.9 out of 10, which is really accurate to my score, but 8.9 still seems pretty low for what I would actually give it. Secret of the Mimic, in my opinion, is truly the best FNAF game as everyone claims it is. It's a 10.5 out of 10. Gets better as it goes on and is a representation of what a Steelwood game can be if they just put their all into it. God, this game feels like a more ambitious FNAF 4, which will always be in my top 3 FNAF games. You know what? Yeah, I will knock down Help Wanted 1 just so FNAF 4 can stay on the list. This game's just too good for it to have any place even slightly below the top 3. The secret of the Mimic is that it will touch you in your sleep tonight.